Press that button and they should be able to hear Pud. Press that and they should be able to hear everyone else. And if I press transition, hopefully, I think we might be on. Welcome, guys.
Did you do it?
I think I've done it. I think it's worked all right. It's going to be a wee bit delayed in chat, though there was a bit of delay there. So, welcome everybody to the Saturday night Vape-Away. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year as well. New Year was a bit different, though. You couldn't really do much for New Year. Anyway, tonight I am joined, as always, by the lovely Matty. And we've got a very special guest as well in Zan. Hello, Zan.
Evening, everyone.
I am fucking nervous, by the way. I was so used to
nervous. I'm shitting bricks. I am actually shitting bricks.
How long has it been, Zan?
It's been like 2 years.
Christ,
Although
man.
I've done some, I do some fucking Twitch stuff with my stuff like that. I don't actually have to be in the call and talk to people. I just sort of play a game and answer people in chat every now and then. So I'm shit fucking bricks.
I think for me it was more that it's always been I can sit back and Gaz fixes it all, and now we can't do that. But yeah.
Dead to us.
He's dead to us, we don't know who that is. I was going to make a wee montage thing and then thought it might be a bit too much like he's actually died, so I thought I'd not do that. Anyway, yeah, everybody in chat, welcome. As I said before, I hope you've all had a really nice festive period. We'll go through and say hello in a wee bit, but first off, let's see what you guys are vaping on. Zan, I think yours is pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking simple. Drag fucking max thing.
What's it?
Basic. So I can be bothered about it nowadays. And just some black currant lemonade juice from Daxa.
Wee
A
shot
daily
ball.
vape. That's basically what I'm on all the time.
You don't use Nick salts or anything like that either, do you? Is it?
No, I tried when I first got the Drag X, I don't know, 2 months ago or 2.5 months ago or whatever. I tried using Nick salts, but it wasn't for me. I ended up fucking getting spaced out.
I
ended up just forgetting they were Nick salt and vaping them as fucking usual, and 10 minutes later I was fucking sparkled lying on the floor.
What milligram do you take in your
For me?
What nicotine do you take in your 70-30s?
3 milligram.
Aye.
I've been 3 milligram for the last 5 years.
Right, that'll be why you eat the 20s, the Nick salts were kicking your ass in.
3 milligram. It's 5 years this year. We started properly vaping because we've been vaping since 2008, 2009, on and off. But you know the usual story wasn't good enough. Juice was shit, blah blah. So we back from that to smoking and back again, and then 5 years it finally stuck. And I started off. Me and Gail started off at 6 milligram, and within 6 weeks we had to move down to 3 because the 6 was just making us dizzy.
It's just too much.
I've been on 3 ever since. Gail's tried to come off it quite a few times, and I've told her to get a fucking grip and start fucking putting nicotine in her juice again because I was going to kill her.
Too violent. I remember the first time I bought, bathtub juice because it was just juice off a guy that mixes. He'd said to me, like, I'll give you the 6 if you want, but just go for the 3. I'm like, nah, 20 fags a day and all this kind of stuff. 6 will be 6. I'll need the 6, but I felt it far too strong actually to sustain that kind of vaping. Matty, what are you vaping on?
A plethora of shit. It's the same shit, everything. Apart from my Geek Vape Boost Plus, which is still going strong. I've got some Urban Avenue, 20 milligram.
Is that the drip tip that it came with?
No.
Have you been printing?
No, I haven't printed that, mate. That's just a little drip tip. Got it from Vapeheads. I've got my, I don't know what Gail's feelings are about this, but I've got my Clear Album XR with a little mega cap on that, and in that I'm dripping some absolute black currant.
You might get away with that because it's clear autumn, though. It's not like it's not pishy plastic, really, is it?
No, it's just clear autumn. Why it's all not clear is.
I think you're pretty safe with that one.
Safe for that, good. Right. I've got my UK Viking, and in that I have got some Boy. Which one's that? Volume 2 cranberry, apple and raspberry, which is fucking lush. And
I really like that, but I've seen that on your Instagram a couple of weeks ago.
Isn't that?
Yeah, and I mentioned it too. I really like that one.
Yeah, it's fucking lovely. I really like it. And I've got my OG2 with my MechLife Fog on top. That's a little 8650 Mech. And in that I've got some Mark Attack.
That's nice. Mark Attack, isn't it?
Mark Attack's fucking lovely, isn't it?
All the Monkey Junk stuff that I've tried so far has been really nice.
I think there's only one I like. Sorry, one I don't like. And that's, is there a banana in one? I can't remember. I think there's only one I don't like. Yeah, they're all lush. And that is me.
Somebody was saying the audio is not great. Does it need turned down a wee bit, maybe? This is going to be super amateur for the first wee while, because anytime I've ever live streamed, it's been so low. And what I've... not Gail, Liz, half my face is missing because I've got nowhere to set the camera. I've moved the room about, never thought I'd need to set a camera somewhere. Anyway, I have got the Arbeiter from Oxford, as well as this from, I keep going to say Tesla, it's not a fucking Tesla, they don't make it. It's a Sigelli. I don't even remember the name, it's an M something, it's quite an old thing, but I've got the Arbeiter on it anyway, and inside that I've got a little bit of this Rosie's Kitchen Thick Devon Custard, and that's from, is it Coil Benders you said last night? Coil Benders, and it is absolutely stunning. I have also got this, the Cloud Flask in red, with a little bit of cereal milk in there from Kilo. And then I have got, in the charger actually, the Vapefly Manners, which tells you to put it in your mouth one way, but I actually think it works both ways. And inside that, I've got
That sounded like it needed a disclaimer after it.
Yeah, it did. And inside that, I've got a little bit of Greedy Bear, Bloated Berry. And I've got the mix somewhere. I've always got the mix somewhere. And inside that is a little bit of Monkey Junks, just as you had as well. That's a Gorilla Punch, though.
Yeah.
Really nice, just from Monkey Junk.
I can't remember which one it is I don't like. I think it's 4 or 5 flavours from Monkey Junk.
I don't think I've had a bad one yet.
I can't remember. There's one of them that's just not my cup of tea, but the rest of them are fucking lush.
No, I think it's pretty nice. But you don't really buy much vape stuff anymore, though, Zan, you're saying, do you? Just.
Not really. I don't really follow any of the new stuff that comes out.
Mm-hmm. Did you used to be quite bad with the shiny lights then?
I'm till about 2 years ago. I was really bad. You know, the usual thing, you buy your new tag, new mod every week, every 2 weeks or whatever, and I just over time woke up and I went, what's the fucking point of buying all this new stuff when it's all fucking the same stuff? It all does the same job. You know what I mean? And I do, buy some every now and then. I don't follow what's new or whatever. I sort of find out with being friends with yous and with Gail and stuff, what's out. She'll show me, one or two other people will show me and stuff like that. Or I hear something and I'll ask one of yous about it, and I like that. Just like with the Drag X and this Drag Max thing and stuff. I went, well, maybe I'll buy that, and that might do what I want it to do, because I was getting a bit pissed off and frustrated with vaping, to be honest.
I find it nigh on impossible.
Easy.
Sorry, I find it nigh on impossible not to keep up with what's new, because even though I haven't reviewed for a while, it's my owners and stuff, but it's constantly pumped in my face through social media. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, whether you're on Insta, Twitter, Facebook, all the new pods mainly is just fed to you, isn't it? Constantly. So it's really, I find it really hard not to know what's coming. Do you know what I mean?
I think as well, like, it used to be you got bad stuff, like you got a lot of bad tanks and stuff like that, but the past couple of years, pretty much everything does at least what it needs to do to an extent as well. There's not really that much difference between, like, let's say the Next Mesh Pro or the Firelink 3. With a blindfold on, sometimes you wouldn't know the difference between what you're even vaping on. Like, it's not really like it used to be, is it? But you'll see a lot of that.
I find it really easy not to have vaping on social media stuffed into my face all the time. I don't follow anything to do with vaping on Instagram or Twitter, and I'm not part of any groups or follow pages to do with vaping on Facebook. There's two groups that I'm a part of. The bitches, which I need to be part of because I need to put shit in there and stuff like that for the show. And I think the only other group that I'm a part of is Misfits, but that's not entirely about vaping.
Yeah, the Misfits is a lot. That's different, isn't it?
And I don't accept friends who have like just vaping profiles on Facebook.
Aye, like that's all their profiles for.
They're not constantly spamming my face full of fucking vaping stuff. So
I try to be
about it because I don't let it affect me.
I tried to kind of like be picky about what I joined when it was like all these groups that was adding and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, right, I'll join this one and I'll not join. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. You just the same people post in the same groups anyway. So like, I seen it today. One person posting a picture in one group, and then there's like 3 things below it where they've posted the exact same picture on every one anyway.
And 3 different groups, like
I just find if you follow too much vaping stuff on Facebook, particular, it spams your page out full of vape stuff, and you don't get to see what your family or your friends or your kids are posting. It all gets missed and all that vape stuff. So I just don't allow it on my page anymore.
I've kind of found with Facebook, I always see either vape stuff or the same posts from like maybe just 2 or 3 different people. It's as if I've only got 2 friends on Facebook. I don't see any. But then if you go to somebody's profile, you'll see that they have been posting stuff. You just don't see it.
Yeah, Facebook does some weird algorithms of what it actually shows you, right?
But it can't be any worse than the Wish algorithm. Though. The Wish algorithms, some of the things it suggests to me on Facebook.
The Wish algorithm integrated in Facebook is even better. Yeah.
The thing is with the Wish algorithm though, it's getting to the point now where it's showing me things and I'm like, I don't even know what that is anymore. Like, is it a sex toy? Is it something for drugs? It's like you've no idea what any even fucking is.
My favourite one was like they were like disposable pants, and they were like little fart pants. You remember them? They were going around on Facebook a little while ago on Wish.
With the carbon filters in it.
Yeah, little fragrance pants that you wear that you fart into, and like lavender comes out the other side or whatever it was.
It's probably just going to be like when somebody sprays air freshener after they've been for a shit though. It just smells like shit in air freshener, doesn't it? It's a worse mix.
Still taste it.
But I see Robert Ellis has got his channel back.
Are you worried what you're looking at on Wish now?
I think it probably makes it worse that when I don't know what something is on Wish, when it's showing me pictures, I click into it to see what it is. So probably that's like good for its analytics. It's probably thinking I'll show him more of that because he's clicking on it. No, I'm just going to say Robert Ellis has got his channel back. He was the Armed Vapor. There was a few of them all scrubbed. There was Dash Vapes, Robert Ellis, and who was it? Indoor Smokers?
Indoor Smoker, yeah.
So he got his back. I've seen Robert Ellis probably his channel back up 10 hours ago, but they're putting them back up, but they're still leaving the strikes on. So if he gets another strike, he's fucked. Like,
oh dear.
He can't post anything for a week either, which I don't.
I heard that happened yesterday or something.
The thing with Dash Vapes is, when you look at his Twitter, in June he got a strike for a video that was like a 1.5 years old, and then in December he got another strike for a video that was like 2 years old. I think he eventually got 3 strikes, but all the videos were like fucking years old videos, which I don't really get.
That's why they I actually watched their best of 2020, and they posted it late, didn't they? Because they were on a week ban. It's
obviously getting picked up the YouTube algorithm though, isn't it? Because there's nobody YouTube only going to have people sitting watching these videos like 2 years ago at whatever time in the morning it probably whipped off his channel or whatever. I don't know.
What do you think of that cloud flask? Sorry, while you're popping on it.
I really like the flavours in this.
I'm really disappointed that it didn't come with an MTL coil.
Yeah, it should have came with an MTL coil, but they moved the camera, hadn't they?
That's smaller than I thought it was.
Wait till I get out of this.
Get it out.
Get it out.
So it's got no adjustable airflow on it, and there's no MTL coil, which
I know,
really.
That's that next to the mix.
Wow.
But
Get the bungs out of it.
But a fingerprint magnet as well. No, the bung's still in it. Still haven't bothered Mars trying to take it out. I don't. It's this 2 mil TPD shit in sub-ohm tanks and
Pointless. It's like 5 puffs.
it was. Remember, it was at the Crown 4 when it had the TPD like stuff in it. You couldn't let the tank go below that, or it just wouldn't. It was absolute shit. But no, it's actually alright. I don't know why they wouldn't have included the mouth-to-lung coil with it, given it's got an inbuilt battery and shit. Like, stuff that size, for me, that's what it's made for. It looks okay.
Also with the TPD, with the bungs on the TPD and that cloud flask, you can't actually see what's in it, can you, from the top? The whole idea of it is it's got a clear top and you can see how much juice you've got in it. Because of those bungs are in it, it just completely...
Yeah, because it all just sits in this wee...
Well, that was the thing with that, the ages plus boost thing. That was really hard to see what amount of juice you had left in it until you took that huge big fucking bung with it, which is an absolute pain in the backside to take out.
I found Aegis, the first boost, pop the bung easy to get out because it's used like a really coarse threaded screw. And as long as you got that surface tension off the outside of the rubber or the silicone where it was sat, you could pull it out through the hole in one piece. That I found it really easy to do. Whereas the Boost Plus, I think, did you do the same thing, Zan? You have to take you have to pop the whole cartridge apart, don't you, and break that kind of factory press.
Yeah.
See,
I'm going to have to do it, but you very, very gently have to do it to prise it apart.
Yeah.
Just to take the huge fucking bung that was about that size out of it. Because if you don't take that out, you don't know what's left in the tank.
You can't. Yeah, no, you're right. You can't see fucking nothing. At least like you can kind of see. You can see what's in it. But as soon as you break that factory press, but you know that like it's obviously pressed really hard. Mine's weeped ever since then, but it's nothing. It's a waterproof mod, isn't it? So yeah, it's wept ever since, but it's never killed it.
I've noticed that this is getting a wee bit of dampness down. See down in the side there, like against the metal, between the plastic and the metal.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's getting a bit damp there, and I'm kind of worried because it's in that wee gap that it's going to eventually seep down into it and kill it probably.
How much you pay for it? £6.
I didn't pay anything for it. Sean sent it.
I paid. When you said about it on it was on the show before Christmas. Yeah, you said about it. I think you got it for £7, didn't you? Yeah,
it was like £6. The reason I didn't buy it from that site is because you could buy the device, but you couldn't buy the coils for it on that website. So I went to another website and all that shit, and I was like, okay. I can't be bothered. And then Sean sent me them anyway. I sent one to Bunny in chat, I think tonight, said she got hers delivered today. And Samantha, I think, won one as well.
I agree. I think the flavour is really good for what it is on the sub-ohm, but it needs that MTL for that size, I think.
How you doing, Des? It's another one of these things. And I said it about a couple of AIOs and pods last year that they should all have, as a basic necessity, have controllable airflow now. It's kind of basic stuff.
Yeah.
And then that would have allowed you to be mouth to lung coils in there. But you'd think just given it's got the battery built into it, that would have been something that they would have did, you know, just...
And made it an all-in-one as opposed to just...
Because pretty much anything I've got with an inbuilt battery, if it's got a mouth to lung coil, that's what we'll use it for. I won't use it for direct to lungs. It's not really worth it. I'd rather use something with a dual battery in it. So, vape heads will be, are they click and collect only then?
Click Click and collect and online only at the moment, yeah.
Yeah. People in chat let me know what your local store is doing, but I'm guessing that that's what pretty much all of them will need to be doing. It's either online sales and deliveries or.
So we can do it, isn't it? We can't legally open. Unless, where was I watching it? Was it on?
I've heard chat a few stores.
Was it on the pictures last night that they were saying about a vape shop that was actually like half a grocery store as well?
I was just going to say that I've heard that a few different stores are putting like bread and just buying random groceries so they can keep themselves open. But I would have thought you would.
What sort of gets me is I've heard a few fucking stories with shops. Like you said, Vape Heads is online and click and collect, and then there's other vape shops about the company like Empire's shop, where he's not allowed to open click and collect, and the same with Jenny's shop in Liverpool as well. They're not allowed click and collect as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong, but I think they're shut because they can't open click and collect. But there's other ones in the rest of the country that are open.
Ronnie, how you doing, buddy?
I think it's all down to how. I don't know how this is like fully. I don't know how people are reading the rules and what they're taking from the government guidelines, aren't they? Really, and how they interpret it themselves.
So I suppose maybe different council areas are kind of enforcing it differently. It's Irish is saying.
No, at the moment, in the UK, we're all under the same lockdown rules, aren't we? So whereas before we were in tier 4, 3, and 2, whatever, and then you had your own area with different rules. Now we're all under lockdown, so we all have to apply to the same rules, simply. So
Irish is saying that they've made a change to his, and now they can't do click and collect at all. I think UKVIA they were lobbying a few days ago to try to get it made, like vape shops made essential, but I think. To me, it seems like a lot of the big shops, they all seem to still be open, whereas it's all like the little independent retailers and stuff like that. It seems to be all the little shops that are closing, whereas these big multi-million pound shops like Next and all these places, they can still stay open. And I think that's probably why they're having as much trouble getting people to stick to rules and to follow guidance and all that. It's because they can see other people, they can see other businesses not closing that probably should be.
Well, the shops that are supposed to be owned are supposed to be essential ones. I don't see Next as fucking essential.
Poundland and all that.
Not really essential, are they? But vape shops are people who vape. That's essential to them. So they should be owned.
Essential is a personal thing, isn't it? It's what is essential to you.
It did say the thing I was reading. It was saying that although vape stores are closing, it's like see grocery stores and like corner shops and that kind of places, they're all seeing their sales of e-cigarettes go up quite a lot as well. So people are obviously still looking to buy locally rather than these people could probably order online, but instead they're going to a local shop. They obviously don't want to wait for it or they need it there and then kind of thing.
Yeah, if you need it there and then, you're kind of restricted to your petrol stations and your corner shops, aren't you? But if you're organised, you can get ahead of it, can't you? You can get it all ordered online. But
and how many of these people are then going to go backwards then? Like they're going into these shops and buying Edge juice or whatever fucking shit juice it is they're buying, and they're like, no, it's not working anymore. Can't get decent juice? Fuck that shit. Go buy 20 Eagle. You're going to see, people are going to start doing that kind of shit.
I can see that happening. Especially some of the shit some of these corner shops sell.
It must be. It's the thing. There's still all these shops are still expected to pay rents and all that as well. And what the grant they got was like what, £9,000 or something like that. The grant you can get. That's like.
No, I'm not getting the generation card.
What's that?
That was Eva getting told to get to her bed. I lost my train of thought there.
£9,000 on.
It's like a £9,000 grant or something that businesses are getting. That's not that much though, really. If you're a business in, let's say, the centre of Liverpool, one of these big cities, how much do you rent every month before you pay all your bills and all that shit for it as well?
Yeah, if you got a big store next to the city centre, you're looking at a lot of money.
I don't know what the answer is. I've said this 100 times. I don't know what I would do different to anybody else. As much as people slag off Boris and Nicola and that, could you imagine fucking trying to sleep at night if you're one of the pair?
Yeah.
Like, regardless of whether you like them or not, I would never want to fucking step into their shoes
I
anyway.
wish, I wouldn't wish their jobs on anybody, to be fair.
Absolutely fucking not. If you want us getting a tell, Gail. Oh man, should we will we do a bit of Pud's game that is not related to the title in any way, shape or form?
Yes.
No one else has complained about the sound either, so I'm guessing it must be a little bit better.
I know I said earlier something about, somebody said something about you putting your mic a couple of inches away from your face. Maybe that's just didn't like the noise.
I adjusted the sliders because it was hitting red things. I'm guessing I don't want to hit red things. So anyway, top trumps. Broke it. There we go, we're back. No, we're back. I muted something, but I don't know what. No, we did it. Okay, so I just complained about the sound about 5 times. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying. Pud's top trumps.
It's because you're talking Scottish.
It's because I'm talking Scottish. So top trumps is really got nothing to do with top trumps, has it? I don't know where the name even came from, but the basics of it is I am going to name some pieces of vape hardware, and you, Pierre, and chat are basically going to try and guess the closest price. So it's basically Bruce's price is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with top trumps.
Lost already, isn't
Yeah, I'm shit. I'm shit.
I need a pen and a bit of paper for that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I would, mate, because I don't trust Pud. Keep the scores.
I don't know, man. Chat, I find this offensive, chat. Okay, so we'll get Mark, then we have Zan. Chat, you can also join in as well, so it's going to be the closest person to the correct score at a you pair. The first thing, I suppose I could let the chat guess what the devices are as well. So I've just popped one onto screen there. You might need to wait a wee minute for you guys before you'll be able to see it.
Oh yeah, my stream's quite far behind me.
There's a wee bit of lag on it. It's still shite. I've seen how you try and fix shelves and sound foam, Pud. You should probably get someone else to fix it. This mod that I've just popped up, it's finally on the screen there. This is quite an easy one.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, that. Thor 2.
It is the Thor. Okay, so this is your Corona Thor DNA 75 watt stab wood mod. It will take a 21700 battery.
Or 2 though, but 2. It's the second one.
Care to hazard a little guess at the price?
Ooh. Well, they knew when they came out, they were like 240 quid, weren't they? Well, they were new. You're asking current prices, aren't you?
Yeah, it's what price I was even
I know
getting
how
this.
much they were selling for an expo last year, or the year before.
Yeah, well, I think me and Gaz got ours for 130, 140 quid each, something like that.
I think it's
I'm going to say, just be me, 99.99.
Oh. Zan, hazard a guess?
you're all green now, Pud, for me.
Yeah, it does that. It doesn't do it in the stream though, it's fucked up.
Randomly does that.
I'm going to say 99.99, just.
Okay, I'm going to go, say, 65 quid.
Ooh.
Closest person I can see in chat is, I think, Vapor Bunny's the closest person. So eSig1 have this at £105 and 29 pence. I think that's down from 150 roughly that was, William.
Gaz put 105 in.
Did he? Gaz, you must have cheated. Because he's also put currently, so he's probably shouldn't have eSig1 as the first shot. Second device is now up on the screen. It basically tells you the answer on this. It's a Vupu Drag X kit. 80 watts. It will take a single 18650 up its derriere. How much?
Drag X. The whole kit.
Yeah, whole kit. Who won that last one there? Was that you, Matt?
Yeah. That was me. I was going to say 34. Oh, the Drag X kit. Whole kit. $24.99.
Fuck you guys.
22, I'll go.
Oh, fucker.
Okay. Anybody in chat got it right? Anybody? Bill Richards is bang on the money. He must have found the right website. It is $27.99 and that is on Grays. That's not too bad a price for that actually.
No, that's pretty good.
Very good for that.
So I get point again.
You do get the point again.
Fucking Christ.
I've never kept a record of who actually
that price.
Who's actually won. Who's won the
This
most.
is just just whatever Pud finds. He doesn't necessarily go out with the cheapest price.
No, it's not the cheapest price.
It's the first website he finds with a price on it.
I go to random vape websites and find random things and just take the price.
Why is that put on screen?
Chicos, how you doing? Hope you had a good shift, buddy.
I don't know. What the fuck is that?
It's an MTL RDA, I presume.
It is. People are guessing the price. It is a Berserker mouth along RDA from Vandy Vape.
The original one.
I will give you a little hint. This is get 50% off.
$9.99.
Keep having a look at the bit of paper written on.
I don't know. Say 12 Pud.
Anybody got it right there? So no one in chat has got it on the button. We have got this for £7.50.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and you can get that at vapepeds.co.uk if you want to pick one of them up. I quite like them for like do salts, for reviewing salts, like.
It differs a lot better than committing to a whole tank in it.
Yeah, I deliberately went out and bought one because I was like filling up pods and stuff like that with Nick salts, and I thought they were shit. Then they were pretty much stuck in there.
I've got the Amit, which is basically the fucking same thing.
Yeah. Oh, decent enough. Then now I've taken the logo off of this one because it did. The answers were there. The answers were there for this one.
I'll wait for it to pop up. We've got a hell of a lag tonight, mate.
Yeah, well, after the performance at the start, I put the low latency off as well, just to make sure that wasn't going to be part of the issue. It's really slow for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only just popped up now.
Oh. Anyone guess what it is in chat?
Is that a crown tank?
Oh, it is, son. It is. You know which one?
The 3?
Oh, it was a 2. It's a Crown 2. That was good though. That was probably one of my first sub-ohm tanks actually. I had to get the V3 coils because the V2 didn't work and neither did the V1. That's how they ended up in V3. Price for this, guys?
It's old, isn't it? I'm going to say $9.99. I'm going to stick to $9.99.
We did have somebody in chat who got it bang on the button. Mark H, the Scoop as well. $14.99.
Crikey.
Go smoke free. I thought that was quite steep for that, given.
It is expensive. It's an old tank, isn't it?
Given how old a tank it is, it's.
That was fucking steep.
So I win that point as well.
Fucking, you did. Right, still, I'll write a point down so I don't get into trouble.
So I'm writing points down, mate. Don't worry about that.
I did have a Crown 2 somewhere near here. I don't know, I've lost it. So I did have a tiebreaker, but well, we don't have a tie. But I'll stick it up anyway and give that a wee second to pop up. Yeah, Darren, $14.99. for a crown too. I didn't say that these are. I didn't say that these were deals at all. Just these are the prices that I found them at. That's how I was saying. It doesn't really matter if you know shit about vaping. It's a complete guess. 99p for that.
I don't even know that. What is that?
Might not guess this. This is new. Says the side of it. It says the side if you can make it.
That's what I'm trying to look at without trying to break my neck.
I can make it bigger, but by the time you see it, it'll be
yeah.
too
Is
late.
it Voopoo?
It's not Voopoo. We've got somebody that's got prices coming in, but it is.
Aspire V-Rod, somebody's saying.
It is the Aspire V-Rod. Yeah. It is 8 joule 18650 device, does 200 watts, blah blah blah.
Still on the 18650s.
Yeah, 18650, 200 watts.
It does say V-Rod on the side of it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
When you can make it bigger. I'm going to say if it's fairly new, it's going to be like 37.99, 40, 37. I'm going to say 37.99.
I'll go
Probably more than that, to be fair.
42.
42. It actually should be 42. It's actually 37.99 though.
Oh, fuck off.
Have you seen that deal before, Matt? That was Vaping 101.
I haven't seen that now. I wouldn't know what it was. I wouldn't know what it fucking was.
You take your fucking face for a shine.
It's when you said 27.99, I'm like, nah, he's too close there. Somebody else got it, I think, quite early on.
There's 36.97, 36.99.
God, I still can't believe that the Crown are trying to take 15 quid for that Crown too. It was a bit like Kanga until recently. If you went on their website, all their stuff was still extortionate, like the old sub boxes and stuff like that are still like 40-50 quid on the Kanga website.
Jesus, that was my first. That was my first proper sub-ohm tank. Was it the K-Box Mini or whatever it was?
I think that was
with that tank, with that really narrow tank that had a little RBA section. And there's me wrapping wire, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, just shoving cotton in it.
Apparently that V-Rod might be quite a good deal because it's 65 quid in cloud sticks.
Is it? It's still 18650 though, isn't it? What is with 18650 mods?
Vaping 101 are pretty good though for being cheap. They're one of the cheaper ones, aren't they? What was your first setup, guys? Gaz is not fucking here, Zan. What did you start off on?
Gaz is not here. Gaz is fucking dead.
He's dead. Gaz is officially dead.
I'm just being wishful. Well, obviously still heartbroken.
Oh mate, you fully deleted him as well. He's not even in the description anymore.
Oh, he's not in the description. He got fucked
Not
off.
even
This
Rick was that
isn't
savage.
the UK Vape Show. He was fucked off.
Rick wasn't even that savage, mate.
What did you start off with, Zan?
I can't, to be honest, I can't fucking remember.
Probably like what
It
he
was Cool Fire.
I had a cool fire.
Really cool one. Cool Fire, but I couldn't tell you which one it was. I can't remember the name yet. But I had a nicer V tank on it. And I think I had that for maybe a few weeks. And then I moved on to another mod that I've actually still got.
Yes, guys, you're dead. And
It's not actually him typing, it's his brother.
Which is this one.
it looks happy. What is it?
What's that?
That is. I can remember the fucking name of it. I can't. Hold on, the name's on the side here.
Part of how you
The
doing?
fucking panels off of it. It was it a VO? Is it a VOTech Spartan or something like that? I think it is.
Although it's kind of scratched up now at the front, it doesn't look like a particularly old-styled mod, does it really?
That's quite modern, isn't it?
Just shows you how much nothing's changed.
No. First thing I had was one of those bloody silica wicking sticks. You know, those old school things. And I got pissed off with snapping them in my pocket because you put them in your back pocket, sit down, and that was the end of that, wasn't it?
There you go.
Ah. Well, you can tell it's been used though. Being a shit.
Single battery thing. It's a great new mod.
I'll go back to
So, when I went to that, I got the original. Oh fuck, my brain's went blank. Stock coil tank.
Falcon.
No, can't remember.
Oh, I'd have been older.
Can't remember the name here.
Cleto.
Yes, the original Cleto that I had on top of that. And
Everything's
that,
a Cleto.
I had that for quite a while and used it.
Dev's had a Cleto for a long time.
I bet X1 and Chart have had a
I love the
Cleto.
Cleto.
Bet most of Chart have had a Cleto, but an X1 if you've had one.
I had a Cleto. I never had a 120. I had the original Cleto.
I had the Cleto EXO. I think I put that on the Joytech Cuboid. That was actually a really good tank as well. The only thing is you couldn't buy
I
like.
love the original.
You couldn't buy
I
like
love the
extensions in
original.
it.
I wasn't that much of a fan of the 120 version, to be honest.
Like, so they had the Cleto, and then they brought out like the Cleto kind of V2, didn't they? With like they went from the orange. Was that all right? They went from the orange O-rings to the black O-rings on the coils, didn't they? They were slightly different.
Mm. The vape heads still sell a lot of the Cleto coils. Is it still? Are they still quite in demand?
Yeah, they're always in stock Cleto 120 original Cletos. Because people still with them, and they're going to keep buying them until. You know, some people aren't like us. They buy more and it'll last them forever.
Wouldn't mind if I had. Imagine having your name in the Cleto.
Yeah.
50 pence a unit.
For life.
Be alright with it. If Mike had one for a day and binned it, got gas off the cigs as well. Okay.
See, back in the back when they were popular, they were like the kind of like the best.
Yeah, it was like the go-to, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah, before like the Falcons started coming out. And the Falcons took over then, didn't they? After that, really.
That was exactly it. That and it's like the Nautilus as well. Loads of people had Nautilus tanks. You're still getting Cleto coils about.
Yeah.
Pretty very easily, Gail.
I think Gail's still got a Cleto 120
Even I remember
somewhere.
like Chris Bell, like when he was doing a lot of the reviews, like he would have been getting fuck knows how many sub-ohm tanks a week, but he was still using a Cleto all the time as well, wasn't he, for the while? That was like, despite all the shit that he was probably getting in on top of that. Atlantis, Velocity. I've got the also a Velocity there to play about with, but the Firelight tank, the coil's done on it. I need to do the review, so I don't want to take the coil out and redo it without doing all the video stuff for the review first, so I can do it while it's all nice and clean and stuff like that. Do we have a winneth what we weigh?
We do. Shawnee just texted me a minute ago.
Shawnee!
I shall translate what you said.
So guys,
we got this week, we've got 500 ml of 70-30 juice, presume. Of a selection of your choosing. If you get in, whoever wins, if you get in contact with Vaping's Facebook, we'll sort that out.
500 ml.
I gotta weigh something.
You have to weigh something. I will roll the bumper.
Mike is gonna weigh something. You must guess what it weighs. And if you get that weight right, then you can win what we weigh. Mike is gonna weigh something. You must guess what it weighs. And if you get that weight right, then you can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh with Matty's game.
I think I did it in time.
It's stuck in your brain.
It does, man. It's totally stuck in there. Even Fiona sings it.
Oh, I've just sent that to. Right, okay. Right, I've sent it to you, Zan, and I've sent it to the group. But
Lovely. So as always, folks, this week's sponsor is Vapehead. The giveaway every week is made. I'm having a stroke. The giveaway every week is made possible by Vapehead. So if you can, guys, go and give them a wee bit of love. Stuart has literally just popped the link up into chat there as well. So head on over, and you all know there's discount codes available as well. Pud Puffs 21. Have you sent me the week already, man?
yeah, it's in S. I've just realised I sent it to Saturday Night Vape-Away. So, Gaz, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, guys, you no longer can win then. With what's the range?
So, right, just to give you an idea, obviously you're not winning it, but I just weighed my XR 221 700s, the pop with a meg cap on it. I've just weighed that, and it will be between 350 grams and 500 grams, that day. And this is for winning 500 ml juice from the Vapeheads.
I'll have a wee look. Right, I've got the number in my head. I'm going to write it down in front of me as well, because...
Right, you got it as well, Dan, yeah?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh shit,
I've totally forgot.
I forgot already.
I seen a very close one.
I did see a very close one.
I was going to fucking too quick.
Unlike Gaz, Pud has not ever figured out how slow mode works, so we're not having that tonight. Just going to have to hope for the best. To Bro, how you doing? I love that name.
I've not seen Terror for a while.
Oh, we're getting close.
We're all silent and we're watching.
Well, disclaimer as well, guys. It's who we say is a winner. If we miss you or whatever, and there's a Stushy, then we're sorry.
We will have a brief look back, but if we miss you, unlucky.
Part of it's no 11.
I haven't seen it yet, so I think we're good.
Oh, that's nice.
Everybody seems to be within 100 though, which is pretty good.
I totally forgot that I would need to worry about slow mode.
Yeah, we need Babylon countdown music.
Let me just let me just write that down for next time.
It's making me miss a load.
Oh, I see it. Stop, whoever it was.
What?
I've seen it.
I seen it. I've got it.
Right, you can tell me who it is then, Zan.
Andrew Cove.
Andrew Cove, I totally agree with that as well. Andrew Cove. The magic number tonight, Matty, what was it?
I don't remember. 439.
439. Oh dear. Right, where's that name again? I forget it already.
Well, there's the proof. Even though you're not winning.
Andrew Cove, congratulations, buddy. If you would like to straight in touch with Vapeheads or straight in touch
if they email us and then we're back, yeah, email SNVA gmail.com.
SNVA live at gmail.com, and we'll need to look at that now. Matt, Gaz isn't going to fix everything.
I'm generally looking at it.
Let us know that you definitely want it, Andrew. Yeah, you do. He said EA in there.
Excellent.
Well done.
It wasn't Liz.
It wasn't Liz. It wasn't Liz. Vaping, how you doing?
I don't think there's ever one. I don't think there's ever one on.
I don't know if I don't know if I ever posted who won the Christmas giveaway for me, but I bet you can guess who won my Christmas giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Liz and Bunny.
Is it?
Yeah, Liz, Bunny, and Sam. The from Skink Show. Yeah, he wants it. Awesome. So what's happening when your Twitch ends on? It's been a couple of weeks since you streamed. Are you planning to keep it going? Or?
Well, I had a break for the last 5-6 months due to fucking real life things happening and all that kind of stuff. And I've done a couple of streams in the last couple of weeks, so hopefully I'll start streaming a little bit more. So we'll see what happens. Right now, it's just if I'm in the mood for it.
Yeah. It is being in the right mood, isn't it? It's been in the right mood to play COD as well, isn't it? Sometimes.
Especially COD, because it's one of those games that if you're not in the mood to play it, you just get extremely pissed off in minutes, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a bit like FIFA. It's controlling.
You get really frustrated and you start playing really fucking shit, and you don't particularly want to play when you're playing shit.
And I think the worse the frustration gets, the worse the playing gets. We've been survival horrors pretty much all this week, haven't we?
We have.
We spent days in the forest chopping off limbs and hanging them from racks and then eating them, and then the server fucking reset.
Yeah.
I don't know.
what we reset. We were quite.
That sounds lovely.
It's actually affected me mentally, because now we're playing. What we're playing now, Green Hell.
Green Hell is like. So we went from one game with cannibalism in it to another game where it turns out there's more cannibalism in it. But
it doesn't reward you as well.
Green Hell's a lot less forgiving. Like you go insane and you start hearing voices and shit starts attacking you. It's a bit.
It's got to the extent with
me.
It's got to the extent with me. I took dogs out for a walk in the woods earlier, and I'm just like thinking about skinning them, eating misses.
Gonna chop that tree down. I'd definitely get it down.
Put a little hut over there.
Gail's saying we should ask you what you bought today.
Yeah, what have you bought today, Sam?
I bought a 3D printer.
I feel like
welcome to the world of printing shit you never actually needed, but now you're going to need it, so you're going to print it.
Yeah.
What have you been printing this week?
Basically just to get lost in and take some time up.
Mate,
being stuck in lockdown in the house and stuff.
You can't spend money on anything else, like outdoors or going and doing shit, so...
Mate, so I'll just be sitting here watching staring at the 3D printer for 12 hours while it's printing something out. So.
The thing is, it's more entertaining than telly, mate.
I don't watch telly.
We only watch it on catch-up, but I can sit there, because basically, really, you only ever really need to kind of watch the first couple of layers go down to make sure it's adhered to the map correctly. And make sure you got your balance and your levels right on the plane. So really, you only need to watch it for the first couple of minutes just to make sure it's done that. But you just end up sitting there just watching it print nothing, or print something out of nothing. I love it.
Andrew's got a leprechaun up his arse.
Well, I've got to do a lot of research on it now, and then I've got to bug a lot of people that I know will do it and ask them loads of questions so they get pissed off at me.
Gail, it won't be that. When you need a wee something, it'll be something really simple that you can't order anywhere, but Zan can print it.
Yep.
That's when it'll all change. Then you'll love it. Don's want you to print him a squirrel. Print out a squirrel. Proper Coils, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, so you'll find there's so many different variations in whatnot, and you'll find. Well, I've only got 3 filament coils. I've got a blue, a black, and like a marble effect one. But the blue, that blue I've used, I've sent out to you. That is the hardest. That's it. Yeah, that is the hardest to print ever, mate. That colour. It prints at like 255 degrees, and you've got to have the bed on a stupid temperature for it to adhere to it. It's really tricky to print with that black though. That black prints lovely. It prints at like 200 degrees, and you can have it on a nice, cool 60-degree bed, and it prints. Well, I found learning. So it's not just that; it's learning what each one of your reels or each one of your filaments prints well at. Because each one, even if it's the same brand. So I've got a couple of Amazon basic ones. So if it's the same brand, blue and black, the print variation between the two of them is incredible.
Zan's going to print a test too.
Zan's just getting even more puzzled.
We test.
It's basically written on the side of the reels what your print parameters are. So it'll say bed temperature, print end temperature, and whatnot, and it will give you like kind of like a 30-degree variation. So it's all just about little trial and error, and then I've actually written on the side of my reels now which was the perfect settings for each one.
Debs is saying that she's never going to walk in the woods with you ever again.
Eh?
Debs said she's never going in the woods with you ever again.
It's like obviously I was walking around my alley and I was like, shit.
Oh, man. So Gail's saying that means she gets new furniture now, though. See how that goes down.
Yeah.
Take 2 buckets together.
At Well Village, it will come in some boxes. So I'll get some new boxes as well.
Jules wants me to print a testacuzzi.
I think you should. Print one for me.
Definitely.
Extra large, big on the right.
And if you CAD it yourself, mate, you get your little vernier out and you could do it proper, like measure it exactly and it'll be perfect.
Why is it left a 4 and the right a 5? So we are getting up to our time, but before we go, I suppose we need to tell them what the plan is going to be for this show from now then.
We got a plan.
We have got a plan, so I think we're going to go bi-weekly for the moment.
Yes, bi-weekly for the moment, yeah.
Bi-weekly for now, and we may or may not get another caster. We also don't know that yet either. We don't have any idea who we would ask or anything like that. So we're going to play it slowly and wait and see what happens with that. We're not going to rush into anything. So
we're not going to rush into anything, are we? So
yeah, needs to be right. So for the moment, you're going to be stuck with me and Matty and whatever poor bastard we decide to pull on next. So yeah, you won't see us next Saturday unless we decide, fuck it, let's just do one. It will be the following Saturday after that. And we don't have a guest confirmed yet, but we will get that to you. So we'll start off with our goodbyes. Zan, I'll let you say goodbye first.
Well, thank you very much for asking me on. It's been a joy.
Good.
You've done really well.
But I was nervous. But
you wouldn't have known that you were nervous.
No, really. Well, anyway, thanks for letting me come on and chat to me and stuff like that. It's been really good. Cheeky plug. Don't forget the bitches are now on every week at 8 o'clock.
Every week, get your dose of the bitches every week, look.
Every week. Could you imagine you didn't say that, what you would be getting when you got off of here?
That's a Friday at 8 o'clock.
Every Friday, 8 p.m.
Every Friday, 8 o'clock.
Jules thinks we should have guests for the time being. We may do. We'll wait and see. Matty?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank you. Yeah, Zan, thank you very much for coming on, mate. You've done absolutely brilliantly, even though you said you were nervous. You haven't really shown you were. Thank you very much to Vape-Heads for sponsoring our Win What We Weigh. Pud, cheers for the little game. And thank you, everybody in chat, and especially our Spanners for doing what you do. And thank you, Stuart, as well. Really bad. And we'll see. We're going to bi-weekly, definitely.
Bi-weekly for now. Bi-weekly.
Excellent. We'll see you in a fortnight.
Lovely. Yeah, so everybody, we hope that none of you miss Gaz too much and that now he's dead we can all forget about him. Only joking, I love you really, Gaz. Matty, thank you very much for joining me this week. And Zan, it's been absolutely great having you on, buddy. It's been someone. We've been wanting to do it for a wee while, but I was always never sure if you would ever do it. So it's good to have you on, and honestly, mate, you'd never know that it's been 2 years. Never ever know. Everybody in chat, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show, and as always, to all you lovely spanners in there as well, thank you for sweeping away all of the vermin. And as always, Sean and the team at Vape-Heads, thank you very much for making our show very special as well, and for helping us out with the sponsor every week. Were you going to say something here, Matt?
No,
I thought you were going to say something. So yeah, this is where I try and close the show without breaking it. Smile and wave.
Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, Sam.
Okay, so now I've done the bit where we've put the stream off, and this is a bit where we continue talking for a couple of minutes because that's a cool thing to do.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
You got any goat sound effects?
It's my best one.
It's the bit where the wires come out from under the desk.
Right, out you come, Fiona. Oh, watch your heads.